Where did we end up last season? Ivy?
Yeah, it was obviously a pretty good end to the season. Obviously losing that final, but we had a pretty good season, and I think when we came back a couple of weeks, he spoke about we can't win the premiership, but we can lose it.
Yeah.
I think obviously that means guys being diligent to their programs, and that's about it.
Good. That's nice. That's a nice little summary. And I think that kind of does sum up a little bit of our season, but also our opportunity we've got now, where we've got a bit of a taste, probably the last 6 weeks of the season, leading into our last game. We've been talking about a lot, weren't we, about really aligning ourselves and embodying what we want, right? And being a Bomber and being in alignment with what we want. I think we kind of skipped into that timeline as we were talking about for about 6 weeks. Okay, which was, I reckon, you guys felt it. Certainly in the conversations we had with you guys post-season, there was that feeling. Getting a bit of a sniff of it, a bit of a taste of it. And we get to the Bulldogs in the final. And on reflection, and sitting back and thinking about our season, thinking about that last game, the gift we got out of that game was almost summed up our whole season. Was in that one game. Okay, first half some really strong footy. Okay, weren't disciplined enough at times to be able to take our opportunities. Little errors, mistakes, free kicks in that first half got us to a point where we felt pretty good about ourselves, but I don't reckon the scoreboard reflected where we're at. And then the second half just showed us the gap. Showed us the difference between where we're at as a group and where we need to get to. It was fantastic the Bulldogs went through to playing a grand final, but for us, the gift that we need to be prepared to receive out of that game is enough confidence that our footy's good enough. But we were only there for 6 weeks. We only had 6 weeks that we were in full alignment. We skipped into that timeline of what we want. Okay, and that's where, getting back to Andy's point, we can lose it. We can lose a premiership if we don't get into there as quickly as we possibly can. And that's the opportunity we've got now. What we're here to do today, Mirko, what are we preparing for? Grand final day. That preparation for that day is right now.
Hello and welcome to the home of the Bombers. It's pre-season practice match time, and what a clash to commence the round as well. The 2021 finalists Essendon and the Western Bulldogs clash at the hangar. The Bombers coming off an unexpected finals appearance, the Bulldogs seeking to avenge that grand final defeat. It is the perfect way to commence a 9-game pre-season practice match round.
Just for the new guys, we mentioned it in the induction, but this moment, our jumper circle, is just a moment for us, one, to reflect on all the work we've put in, to pay respects to those that have played before us and represented the club, and just a moment of connection between us all. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity, boys, just to go out, free ourselves up, and just trust in the work that we've put in over this pre-season. It's been an amazing little block of training for us, about sick of playing against each other and ready to attack some proper opposition. And just free yourselves up, trust in the work we've put in, have some fun, keep connecting with each other, just believe in yourself. Let's go, boys.
Leading up to the game, I was a bit nervous because obviously it was before the week started, they had announced that they're going to make the announcement after the Bulldogs game. So going into the game, I felt very nervous. I have to prove my case to be signed, and you know, I just played some of the best footy. And yeah, and then once I got on the field, sort of, you know, felt at home. And yeah, all the nerves were gone.
Nice, Brad. Good boy. Let's go, bro.
And the other assistant coach, they get another opportunity to improve what they did last year, even though they couldn't really find that consistency with it.
Gee, bad kick from Shaki goes to Merritt, and Harry Jones will line up from directly in front. Steph Martin has to sit here, but Cox, terrific intercept mark, read it well, had the strength to hold it.
Yeah, well, I was like sitting on the bench. It was just more just focusing on my breathing, just not getting too distracted and just focusing on the game itself. Key things with noticing of your defenders, how they play. That really kept me just focused on the game, less on the crowd and all that, or like the expectation to play. It's just more footy. So it was just focusing on my breathing, focusing on the game itself, and not the outcome afterwards of, you know, getting signed or anything like that.
Oh. There it is, right there. Good luck, eh? Play again.
Yeah. Anthony McDonald-Woody, he really helped me before the game, like just giving me a small chat, you know, saying, you got this, brother, just play your way. That really helped me, you know, settle down, get me back down to earth, and yeah, it really helped me. And yeah, he's been good to me over the pre-season as well.
Towards the goals there from Shaki, straight to the hands of, oh, what a fly over the top from Ridley. Terrific pre-season highlights.
Now there isn't, you'd probably expect if there was going to be, it's going to be now, because they're going to tire pretty quickly come the end of the game. But you've got a couple of fresh legs there as we see.
Yeah, Wanganeen.
Young Wanganeen.
Yeah, what a beautiful finish from Tex Wanganeen onto the ground for this last quarter, fighting for a spot on this Essendon list. And Tex Wanganeen, I think with his first kick, kicks a beautiful goal. That was outstanding composure.
Would have been really high, I'd assume, and they would know that. So I think both teams have made a conscious decision. As we see, Wanganeen.
Oh, he's superb. Give me a list spot now, he says. Tex Wanganeen explosive.
Yeah, and well, the supportive behind the goals were actually my schoolmates and a couple, you know, of our friends. Like, it was thankful to have the supporters out, especially like Essendon supporters. You know, they're a great crowd to have. It really lifts my game actually, and you know, gives me better confidence. Especially going around the ball, I can hear the crowd, you know, just screaming out, and you know, it made me feel welcomed, and you know, bit at ease. So it made me feel like easier to play. There's not as much pressure, but more support from the crowd. So it was good.
There is the 30 minutes. So ultimately, time runs out. That's a great afternoon of footy, it has to be said. Both teams, Essendon and the Bulldogs, get a great hit out, and the Bombers get the victory on the scoreboard.
Okay, just wrap the game up here, boys. Okay, so I thought it was a really good game and another really good step forward for us throughout our pre-season. Okay, Dogs really good opposition. Okay, there's some times throughout the game. I think we're now going to get a really good picture of where we're at. Some of the things we need to continue to work on, which we've got 3 or 4 weeks to do so now. Okay, also some really good stuff that we're doing as well. We're starting to see come out more and more in games. The other thing, there's an opportunity for us to celebrate because we're going to finalise our last 2 list spots with Tex and Marto.
Yeah, no, when I got announced, I was pretty surprised. It was surreal to become a Bomber, and I'm still sinking in a bit now. But yeah, no, it was just dream come true. Like, worked, so hard to get here, and finally got there. It's like a bit of relief, and all the bit of pressure all gone, and just I was on cloud 9 just to be announced, and it's just dream come true. I got signed. Thanks, Dad. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank you. When Dad was there, when I told him, it was pretty special. Yeah, it was a memory I'll cherish forever, because obviously him being drafted to Bombers and when he was 17, and then now me being 18, it's just, you know, I can't really explain it because it's just surreal and, you know, just so special to, you know, continue the legacy, I guess, of the Wanganeen name.
You're hungry.
Yeah.
You look really good, mate.
Thanks, Dad.
Good boys.
Yeah.
Feel confident?
Yeah, I feel good. Probably the best piece of advice was that if you're hungry enough, you can get to wherever you want to be, and you know, just have the motivation and strive, because talent can only take you so far. It's the hard working, you know, players and people that get further in life. The Bombers, you know, feel like a second home to me. Now being here, you know, drafted is just something so special, and I feel so welcomed here. It's a great club, and I'm just so thankful that I'm a part of it now.
Honestly. Scuba.
Right, here we go.
Do I boy need a rev?
Get us up.
Nah, no way, man.
Coldest guys for a rev.
Oh, no, fucking don't do this to me. No, I haven't got the shit. Nah.
Everyone in. Coldest.
Make sure we hit it with purpose and let's get something out of it. Hoppers. Push. Blind screw. Yeah, Pete. Yeah. Tight. That's lovely. Good content today, boys. Yeah, Pete! Does. Send it well.
Goal kick. No pressure. Cameras on.
That didn't look pretty, but it worked. Good work.
I had a lot of self-reflecting time last year, obviously with my hamstring injury. It's a hard one. Like you sort of, when you're injured, like on a long-term injury, you sort of fall in the trap of sort of getting beneath yourself and just doubting your abilities and your effect on the team. I felt like that was certainly what I felt, but coming back in and doing the work, I got a lot of positives out of it. I know my body limitations now. I've matured a lot. I do all the little things properly now, and just stuff like that. It makes it a lot clearer on what I need to do to be able to perform week in, week out.
Hold on. Oh!
Just got to be aware of it.
Yep.
More and more you're aware of it,
Yep.
the easier it'll make it for
Yeah.
you. But like I'm seeing it now, so
Good work.
keep at it.
I feel like the growth in our team at the moment is our connection. I feel like we're a very tight bunch of teammates. We can rely on each other. We're all honest, we're vulnerable. We work hard for each other, and feel like that we've gotten to a base now where we're all willing to get personal and vulnerable with each other. I feel like that's where the growth lies with these games coming along. We've put everything into play, and I don't know, it's just that sort of determination to go that one step further or two steps further, whatever it may be. But I don't know, it's just more just getting around the boys, being amongst it once again, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I want to see us going for it. Okay, not because we think it's perfect, but because we think it's on the ground set up. I want us to have a look at that. All right, and defensively, just the concept around pressure in the ball and about how we do that. Keeping pressure on the opposition. It's not playing safe, and it's not looking for perfection. It's playing within our formation, but we want a bit of risk. We want to play on that edge. We want to keep stretching ourselves. There'll be times you get frustrated, it doesn't quite work. And it might take us second quarter, third quarter, last quarter. It might take us some parts of that game to review it and train it. But that's where the expansion and the stretching is going to happen for us. Right? Growth doesn't live in safe, perfect environments. We need to be stretching, but within the predictability of the way we play.
Obviously we started early November, have a long pre-season in the heat out there, but we train probably 5 times a week, so it's good to put everything into play, and obviously we've played a few practice matches and all of that, so they're also good, these pre-season games, to trial what we've been doing over the summer, working on. So you probably see that in a few of the games, something different that we've been working on. But yeah, we don't take them lightly. Like, we want to try and get the win and show what we can do and what we've been working on.
Now here go the Bombers. Here's an opportunity. Who can win this contest? The Bombers, they do it really well. Caldwell to Perkins, who Caldwell been busy in and under.
I've got numerous roles this season. I'm not trying to be just that midfielder. I try to broaden my game a bit, try and play a bit of forward, obviously midfield, but I feel like bringing them different attributes to the roles I play is keen performance and just my ability to play where I can. It makes the team more versatile as well if I can play different roles, and if not just me but everyone else, it makes us team a lot more harder to play against.
Snelling, clever handball. Caldwell's been good. Can he step around, steal? Not easy to do. Did it nicely and then goes towards Baldwin. Bombers fans excited to see the best of Jai Caldwell this year. Former Giant, that's the 3 games for Essendon last year.
Super excited to play round 1 at the MCG. I've actually never played a game of AFL at the MCG, so this is my first AFL game, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm looking forward to that, especially in front of the Bomber faithful. Obviously we're striving towards going a few steps better this year, but we all do the hard work throughout the summer. And when you fast forward it to the eve of the start of round 1, we're all super excited to the year what's about to unfold in front of us, and we're all super pumped for it.